Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Akeem, and today's Fix of Entertainment news, with Adult Swim severing ties with co-creator Justin Roiland, what will Rick and Morty look like in future seasons to come? Steven Spielberg on The Dark Knight, and a new Wallace and Gromit movie is coming to Netflix. Let's drop it. All right, now things are seemingly worse for Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland, as Adult Swim has cut ties with the producer and voice actor days after the domestic abuse charges he's facing. Now, the animation studio tweeted this out, stating that its association with Roiland has ended, but Rick and Morty will continue to move forward with the team hard at work on season 7. Now, Rick and Morty's been renewed for 10 seasons. Now, with Justin Roiland providing the voices for the two main characters, it'll be interesting to see what direction the series will take regarding the voices of Rick and Morty. Like, will the series recast the voices with sound-alikes, or maybe take an entirely different approach? Now, if Adult Swim wanted to lean more into the multiverse Rick and Morty has established, there are ways to justify Rick and Morty potentially sounding different in episodes and seasons to come. Now, given some of the meta and fourth wall breaking humor of the show, the writers might even subtly address the situation with a one-liner and then keep things moving from there. Now, it's definitely not outside of the realm of possibility with Rick and Morty, and it'd be in line with the show's established humor. Now, with so much of Justin Roiland's personal sense of humor and ad-libs infused into the performance of Rick and Morty, it likely won't be an easy task for the creative writing team without Roiland, but it's good to hear that the show won't come to a complete halt after severing ties with its co-creator. Now, as for whether or not the majority of fans will remain loyal to the show after this news remains to be seen. Now, to briefly recap, Justin Roiland was charged with domestic battery and false imprisonment back in May of 2020. He pleaded not guilty, and there have been pretrial hearings held, with the case set to reconvene April 27th. Now, on the gaming side of things, Roiland apparently stepped down from his role at Squanch Games, the video game studio he founded. Now, the tweet stated that the Squanch team will continue to develop games and provide continued support and improve High on Life. Now, that's another project that has Roiland's voice featured quite prominently, but still interested in seeing what the game studio does next and how it'll move forward with development on future games. Curious to know what your thoughts might be on how Rick and Morty could handle the absence of the two main characters' original voices. Like, would you want them to go the easy route of simply finding voice doubles, or maybe doing something a bit more clever, like, I don't know, maybe having a AAA celebrity step in to voice the characters each season? Now, they could definitely justify the two sounding different, and I think a lot of eyes will be on how it's handled in season 7. Now, let us know your thoughts on this and the news down below. Now, in other news, famed director Steven Spielberg firmly believes that if The Dark Knight movie came out today, well, it'd have been nominated for Best Picture. Now, in an interview with Deadline, the director discussed Avatar 2 and Top Gun being in the Best Picture category for 2023's Academy Awards, followed by saying, quote, "I'm really encouraged by that. It came late for the film that should have been nominated a number of years ago, Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. That movie would have definitely garnered a Best Picture nomination today, so having these two blockbusters solidly presented on the top 10 list is something we should all be celebrating." Now, we here at IGN gave it a perfect score, and with both Top Gun and Avatar: The Way of Water in that category for this year's Best Picture award, Spielberg isn't too far off with that particular assumption. Now, The Dark Knight garnered 8 noms back in 2009, but not for Best Picture. It was left out of that particular category. So it shows that times are truly changing. And finally, put on your techno trousers, because Wallace and Gromit are coming back with another movie. Now, in celebration of the 30th anniversary of Wallace and Gromit: The Wrong Trousers, a new movie from the duo will be releasing on Netflix in 2024. The last time we saw the two was back in the 2008 short film A Matter of Loaf and Death. Now, in the new movie, Wallace invents a smart gnome that soon becomes sentient and begins devising a sinister plan that Gromit has to figure out how to stop. It's essentially going to be like the Megan movie, only with less dancing and not as many brutal killings. I don't think there's going to be any killings. It's for children, so it won't be any death at all. Probably not, yeah. Anyways, we'll see what it all is about come 2024. And that about does it for your entertainment fix for today. I'm Akeem Lawanson. Thank you so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.